Oh, good. It worked. For a second, it wasn't working. And I was like, no, don't do this to me today. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I was trying to get on here earlier so that we could just be a bunch of chatty Cathys. Happy Monday, Ashley. So glad that you're here. How's everybody doing? You doing good? Hello. Hi, Beatrice. Hi, Stephanie. I'm excited for today's class. I'm excited for the vibe because I've been wanting to work towards these types of classes for us. And so I think it's just smart to kind of work there progressively. Hey, Lexi. Hey, Yoga with Jessie. Hey, Isabella. So glad you're here too. I know sometimes it's like when you don't get to make it to the lives, it's like, but then when you finally make it to one, it's so cool. Ooh, are you sore, Sarah? Also, hello, Corinne. Yeah, so we're going to do some hips today. We gonna bust it open. So I am going to be throwing out there some pretty advanced moves today, just as a little just public service announcement to everyone. We're going to work up to all these things progressively. And I want you to know that being at any point in that shape, whether that's the beginning stages of it or the final form, I want you to know that it's really, really awesome. And that's a really big deal. And I just want to celebrate you before you even start. So know that going into it. Hey, Kate. I am too. Yay, Monday, Holly. Hi, Shayla. Hi, Annalisa. So in the class description and in the top of this chat, I have the playlist. It's a fun, little mashup playlist that I found that I made a while ago. And I was like, whoa, this is really fun. So it's all over the place. It's like Queens of the Stone Age, Nine Inch Nails, Pusha T, Beastie Boys, The Weekend. It's all over. But if you want to listen to your own thing, please do that. I can't stream music over YouTube because of music rights. So if you want to vibe to your own thing, vibe to your own thing, or you can vibe on what I'm suggesting. How does that sound? Cool. So we're 2 minutes past. Yeah, it's a fun one, right? All over. You can tell it's definitely both me and my partner's music choices mashed together, things that we mutually vibe on. Okay, so if you've got blocks, they can be pretty handy today. If you don't have blocks, this is, again, week number 55,000 that I'm reminding you how handy they can be for your practice. I'm going to put this bun up because we're going to get a little crazy in here. Got to prepare myself. Okay. So I've got my blocks at the top. I've got my water bottle. I suggest that you do the same. And let's get started seated. Yeah, no, Zoom link. Are you fucking with me, Ashley? Because if you are, great success. I'm still pissed at myself for forgetting that link for Goth Bar. Okay, let's get rolling. I'm starting at the top of the playlist. I knew it. Oh man. Let's get started seated crisscross applesauce. That sounds pretty good to me. And before we do anything wild, I don't like classes that start off really fast and crazy. I like to slowly get myself there. So we're going to start breathing today. Oh, how wonderful. It's something you already do. But what's amazing in a yoga asana practice and in any movement practice is we get to manipulate this breath to our benefit. So we're going to do 2 different breath techniques today. We're first going to start off by just taking deeper breaths. Full, complete inhales and exhales. Maybe as you take these inhales, you lift your shoulders into your ears. And then exhale, draw the shoulders down your back. Keep going. And I encourage you to try to use the entire capacity of your lungs, yeah? Maybe you need to sigh it out, hum it out, ha it out. I need you to basically do the backup vocals for Meg the Stallion. Ha. I'm a little silly on Mondays if you didn't notice. Okay, let's do 3 more like that. And then we're going to break our inhales into 2 pieces. So you're going to go through the nose and then exhale out of your mouth. Through the nose, inhale. Yes, just like that. Inhale. 3 more times like that. And then just take your breathing on a normal pattern. Allowing the hands to rest onto your knees. I want you to take a little bit of a lean forward. Good, and then do the opposite of that. Contract your tummy back. Spread the shoulder blades out behind you. And then again, take it forwards. Breath in. And exhale, take it back. Good, 1 more time like that. Ooh, yeah, I'm sore also, Sarah, but a little bit better than I was yesterday. Now, the next time you take it forwards, let's lean over towards the left and start to draw some full circles all the way around. You know what time it is, Sufi grind time. Woo! I like to grind my coffee in the morning and Sufi grind in the morning. All right, take those circles in reverse. If you're listening to the playlist, do you remember this song and the movie it's from? A little Buffalo Bill, anyone? Horror fans? Silence of the Lambs? Ooh. All right, take it all the way back to center. Badakanasana, soles of the feet together, knees wide. And let's hinge forward here, opening up your hips. Breathe into your back body. And then roll yourself all the way back up. Let's place your feet onto the ground here. And I want you to sit up nice and tall. I don't know if you felt that, but when I'm kind of contracted back and I sit all the way up tall, I kind of roll over my little butt tendons there. Arms are going to be straight out in front of you. Let's make some fists, palms facing each other, and let's windshield wipe side to side. So why are the arms like this? Well, just a little mobility technique. I want you to try to think about your upper body being very still and stable while the hips are doing something else completely behind you. Yeah? Last 3. Last two. And one. Take it all the way back to neutral. If you notice, my knees are splayed out. Lengthen out through your right leg long. Pull the left sole of the foot into your right inner thigh. Relax the right arm to the inside of the right leg as your left arm reaches up and over. So a little side body stretch. Now my forearm's on the ground, but also I have a really open side body. So perhaps you're all the way up here. That's totally fine. I just want you to feel the sensation through your low back QL area and into your ribs. These little muscles being your intercostals, your little rib meats. We want to get into those bad boys. Notice if the chest is rolling down, try to open up the armpit to the sky. One more breath in. And with your exhale, bring it all the way up. Plant your left hand. One of my favorite transitions. Lift the hips, reach your right arm up above you. Maybe we circle out that arm a little bit. Stretch out the entire front line and then take it all the way back down to the ground. Let's do the other side. Left leg lengthens out. Pull the right sole of the foot into your left inner thigh. And then let's reach up and over to your left hand side body stretch. Oh, hey, this side is a little tighter. I also like doing this because it helps me to get more length through my arms. All right, let's bring ourselves all the way back up. Plant your right hand behind you. Pop your hips up off of the earth. Reach your left arm up and back. And little circle. Reverse it. And then take it all the way back down to the ground. Soles of the feet to the earth. Dig into your heels. Plant your hands behind you, fingertips facing the front. Press and lift your hips up. Reverse tabletop position. Stretch through the biceps. Notice if your legs are splaying out. Try to draw everything together while maintaining your hip width distance parallel. Maybe the head and neck falls back. Maybe you want to stay looking forward. One more inhale. With your exhale, take the hips back down to the ground. Cross your shin bones. See if you can roll over the shin bones into your tabletop, traditional. If that's a no-go for you, no worries. Just roll off to one side. Cat-cows, reach your heart forward, breath in. Exhale, round and contract navel to spine. Good. Keep working through those cat-cows. Yeah. Now, maybe you're doing those cat-cows, you're feeling it, but, I always like to offer up other things to do. So maybe you rock your hips side to side. Maybe you barrel roll and work circularly, yeah? Nice. If you're doing those circles, make sure you go in the opposite direction so that you're balanced on the other side. Yeah. Last 5 seconds. Nice. Meet me all the way back into the middle. Tuck your toes. Up and back, downward facing dog. First one, lift your hips. Pedal out the legs, waggle through the hips a little bit. Breathe into the back body. Now feel yourself grip into your fingertips here a little bit. Yeah. These fingertips for some of our transitions today are going to be acting as our fundamentals, our base, the keystone of the foundation. Yeah. So start that process here, building the strength into your hands. They are a muscle too. Roll it forward into a high plank position. Take a peek at how your fingertips look. And then roll it up and back, downward facing dog. Nice. Let's do that a couple more times. Roll it forward. Take it back. Two more. Finish off that last one. And then let's take a walk to the top of our mat. Standing forward fold at the top of our mat. Soften your knees, roll everything up. And once you make it up to standing, keep your hands glued by your side except for the right one. Let's lift it up. Press your left hand into the outside of the thigh as you side body bend, reaching up and over towards your left hand side. I want to get these side bodies ready for some compass work today. Take it all the way up and back. Again, right hand slides down, left arm reaches up and over. I always feel like this feels so nice and supportive for my side body. Take yourself all the way up. Sweep both arms up to the sky. Forward fold, hinge from your hip line. And melt the crown of the head down to the ground. Now I want you to try something for me. Think about curling your nose in towards your chin and looking up at where your belly button is. Or maybe you've got some boobs on you and you're just looking between your boobs. This is just more of an Ashtanga style type of forward fold. Now show me your halfway lift, lengthen out through the spinal column. Plant your hands, step back to high plank. Lower both of your knees down to the ground into your tabletop position. And let's stretch out the undersides of our hands. Lift up the heels of your hands and then rainbow side to side on the joints where your knuckles are. So I'm going from pinky joint to pointer finger joint. Oof. It is very brutal. If it's too intense to do both at the same time, do one at a time if you need that support. Nice. Now let's flip these hands like pancakes. Tops of the hands onto the ground. Palms are facing up towards you. Nice work. Let's take our palms back down to the ground. Widen out your knees. Big toes touch. Start to put your lower body into position like you're going into your child's pose. But I want you to walk the hands forward and get up onto your fingertips. So you're just hovering over the ground like so. Now walk the hands over to your left. Really try to work your right armpit down towards the earth. I like how that feels. And then walk it back through center and over towards your right hand side. So now we're stretching out that left side body. Nice. Walk it all the way back towards center. Flatten the palms to the earth. Glide forward. Now listen, look at where your knees are. Swing the ankles out so that they're in alignment with your knees. Tuck your toes. Wide-legged downward facing dog. Yeah. Now again, let's roll it forward. High plank. Keep the feet back to downward facing dog. The feet are riding the edge of your mat. Last two. Yee-hee-hee. Last one. Once you're back, let's walk our hands to the back of our space. Good. Turn the toes out, heels in. Bend into your knees. Work yourself down into Malasana. Feel free to move here in your Malasana any little bit you want. But I do want to challenge you at a few times to come into center and engage your butt cheeks. Squeezing them as hard as you can, and then softening a little bit. Squeeze the butt, and down. We're going to be back in this shape a lot today. Squeeze the butt, and down. Whew. Take an inhale. With your exhale, forward fold. Pivot the feet back to neutral, and then heel toe them into hip width distance apart. Halfway lift, lengthen out through your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Rise all the way up to standing. Sweep the arms up. Left hand is going to grab your right wrist above your head. Soften into the left knee. Big cross step with your right foot back. Side body stretch. Now listen, push through this left foot. Come back to center. Right leg is going to lift up. Grapple with your right shin bone. Take it out to the side, down and around. Now let's place this right foot back down. Sweep your arms back up. Now, right hand grabs your left wrist above your head. Soften into this right knee. Big cross step back with your left foot. Side body stretch. Good. Press through this right foot. Bring your up single-legged mountain. Left leg lifts. Grab for that shin bone. I know that's a hard transition. Circle out this left leg. It's not a huge circle because you're holding on to the shin bone, okay? Last two. And one. Bring that left foot back to the ground. Sweep both arms up to the sky. Forward fold. Take it all the way down to the mat. Now walk yourself forward into a high plank transition. Glide forward, bend your elbows to 90 degrees, chaturanga. Knees can touch if you need. Upward facing dog or low cobra. Low cobra means your tummy's on the ground. It's the same energy, but without straight arms. And then push it up and back, downward facing dog. Nice work. Lift your heels high, bend your knees, look forward. Travel to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise up to standing, Utkatas in Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold all the way back down to your mat. Nice. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga, high to mid plank. Plant your hands. Maybe you take a hop, maybe you take a step. I like stepping for my first one. Urdhva. Adho. Let's do two more just like that. Heels high, bend your knees, travel to the top. How light can you land? Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up to standing. Exhale, forward fold all the way back down. Halfway lift, chaturanga. If you step back, try a step back. Try a step back. Interesting, Tracy. With your opposite dominant foot, just so that you get a little more balanced. With this up dog, retract the shoulder blades. Now take it up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, top of your mat, Ardha. Exhale, fold. Nice. Sweep it all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana, halfway. Good, chaturanga. With those hop backs, land bent elbows. Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, downward facing. Nice. Now let's shorten up our stance a little bit and walk the feet out a little bit wider. Grip into this left hand a lot. Maybe your right hand crawls underneath you and tries to find where your left leg is. The most advanced variation is scooping underneath this heel here, but it can be anywhere on your leg. This is really good stabilizing work for your shoulders. Good, let's do the other side. Right hand plants, twist. Now, as you're twisting, notice if your entire body's leaning out to the right. Try to square the butt cheeks back to center for me. Nice. Let's take it back. Downward facing dog. Adjust your feet. Lift up the heels, bend the knees, look forward. Travel to the top. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up to standing. Take your hands to heart center, samastitihi. Now lift up your right leg. Good. Hands can come onto the shin bone for this one. They can also scoop underneath your hamstring. Good. If you want to play with a little bit more intensity here, maybe you feel like already grabbing for the toe, giving it a little kick to the front of your space. I know it feels early for a Badakanasana, but we got shit to do today. Now, wherever you're grabbing onto that leg, whether it's the toe, the hamstring, or the shin bone, let's take it out to the side. Last three. Last two. And one. Release it into tree pose, Rikshasana. Sole the foot to the inner thigh. Open up the hip. Arms can reach up towards the sky, out to the side, behind you, or stay at heart center. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it all back to center. Right foot steps forward a bit. Bend into that right knee. Take a big step to the back of your space. Lower down into a lunge. Now, hands can be on your hips here, my darlings. Maybe it feels better to take them onto the ground or some blocks. Get some space into that front body wherever you are. Breath in. Breath out. Yeah. Hands to the ground if they aren't already. Tuck the toe. Lift up into three-legged dog. Right leg to sky. And then open up your hip. Bend into your knee. Feel free to get some movement. Last breath in. Downward facing dog on 1. Heels high. Bend your knees. Look forward. Travel to the top of your mat. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up to standing. Hands come to heart center. Left leg lifts now, so we're on our other side. Under the hamstring, front of the shin bone, or if you're frisky, reaching for the toes. Now, wherever your grip is, let's work into our external rotation or our hip abduction. So we want to work it away from the midline of our body. That's what that abduction is talking about. This is the problem about playing music like this while I'm doing yoga is I want to dance when I'm supposed to be still. All right, let's take it all the way back into center. Good. Now your left foot is going to be towards the front of your mat. Big step to the back. Again, either hands to the ground, hands onto your hips. You're working your lunge. Big front line opener here, hip flex. Nice. Let's work our hands to the ground. Up and back, three-legged dog. Left leg to the sky. Open up your hip, bend into your knee. Feel free to move there. Last 3. And take it all the way back into downward facing dog. Reset, breath in and breath out. Heels nice and high, bend your knees, look forward. Travel to the top, hop or step. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. This time let's move into Utkatasana, chair position. Bend into your knees. Reach your arms towards the upper hand corner of your space and sit a little bit back. Trust the weight into your thighs. Trust the weight into your hips. Now let's play with a little bit of weight shift here. Play with that balance. Lean into your right foot, lift up the left. Place it down, do the same thing on the other side. I want you to feel that entire hip and butt cheek take over for the body. Let's do it one more time. Right foot down, left leg lifts. You're still in a chair position. Left foot down, right leg lifts. Nice. Place the right foot down, take another breath in. Exhale, forward fold, take it down to the mat. Halfway lift, lengthen out. Chaturanga Dandasana, feel free to hop back. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Now let's introduce some new things here, folks. Right leg is going to lift up. Now, instead of opening your hip, I just want you to rotate the femur bone of your top leg in the socket. So I'm trying to point the top of my right foot to the right. Then I open up the hip and bend into my knee. Nice. Now look to the top of your mat. Glide forward into a high plank while maintaining this shape. Tap your right knee as high as you can onto the right arm. Yes. Lift your right leg back up to the sky. And then go knee to nose, big step through, low lunge. Good. Lower your left knee down. Stack up into your lunge again. Back toes tucked. Let's lift it all the way up. Ooh, high crescent. Arms are reaching up to the sky. Give me a breath in. Exhale, warrior 2. Open up your hip. Right arm is reaching to the front, left arm reaching back. Notice where your weight's distributed. Center it here for me. Flip right palm. Reverse warrior. Get a lot of side body space. Nice. And then let's work into a high lunge towards the back of our space, right? So your left leg is bent. Weight is over that left foot. Toes are still pointing into that parallel. Nice. Now adjust it over to the right. And adjust it back over to the left. Good. So I'm trying to maintain a pretty flat spine here for 3, 2. Your last one takes you back over this right foot and then pivot to the front of your space. Shorten up your stance here for me for pyramid pose. Lengthen out through both of the legs. Try to square off through the hips. Maybe your blocks need to come out. 3, 2, 1. Lean into that front foot. Lift up through the left leg. Standing split. Now listen, I don't want you to be very upset with me, okay? Lower the left foot down. Lift it back up. Lower it and lift it. Lower, lift. Last 5, 4, 3, nice, 2, and 1. Bend the right knee, step it back. High to mid plank here with the option of doing ekapada, so right foot lifts. Glide forward. I know we went over this last week. Bend the elbows, upward facing tops of the feet, reconnect. Exhale, downward facing dog, reset. Left leg lifts. Now, instead of rotating the entire hip, just move your left side femur bone in the socket. So I'm just turning my top left foot towards you. Good. Then I open the hip, get that big bend into my knee. Now keep this entire shape, but shift forward to high plank. Now, how high can this left knee tap onto your arm? Yes, lift it back up, square hip. Knee to nose, step through low lunge. Right knee lowers, grounded crescent. Back toe tucks. Let's go up. Nice. Arms go up to the sky, breath in. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Take your time to adjust the feet. I like to use all the time in the world to do that. Arms reach to front and back of your space. Flip your left palm, reverse warrior. Side body stretch. Nice. Now let's adjust into that high side lunge. So my right knee is bent. Both my toes are pointing towards the sides of my space. And let's shift side to the left, to the right. Good. Last 3. Last 2. Lunge over the left leg. Pivot to the front of your space. Shorten it up into your pyramid position. So my right foot's coming in a considerable amount, and I'm trying to lengthen out both of my legs. Now think about this left hip pushing back into the socket. Great. Let's lean forward into our front foot. Standing split. Lift the right leg. Try to work your square hips to begin, okay? And then let's go. Lower it down. Lift it up. If your hips are giving you ish, all I want you to do is micro bend that left knee a little bit. Let that free you up. Last 3. Recruit right butt cheek. 2. And 1. Big step to the back. Your options, high to mid plank, upward facing, Downward facing dog or child's pose to take a little breather. Hips back towards the heels, arms nice and long. Wherever you are, breathe. It's the most important part. Our breath has the power to soothe us in these moments when the panic sets in, when the muscles start to quiver, and when negative self-talk pops up. Know that just being in this space and breathing is major. Take 3 more breaths like that. Yeah. And then we'll all meet back into downward facing dog. If you're there already, just stay. Awesome. Let's walk our hands to the back of our space. So we're in a forward fold at the back of our mat. Couple of options of what to do here. Just hang, just dangle. Peace fingers around your big toes. We already worked some Badakanasana earlier. Or if you want Badakanasana, bottoms of your feet and the palms of your hands are going to meet. Your toes are going to get into your wrists. Now you can bend your knees as much as you need to make this accessible. If you're feeling very mobile in your hamstrings today, you can always bend the elbows, pull yourself, and again, doing that nice curling forward fold where you're looking towards the navel. If I'm being honest, I'm just looking at my own crotch. Because I'm like, wow, look at that. That's my crotch. All right. Now, wherever you are, sometimes things just spill out of my mouth, guys. You know this already. Halfway lift, get a little bit longer. And then bend into your knees, work again into a chair position right here. Nice. Now shift the weight into your left foot and pick up your right leg. Nice. Stand all the way up tall, finding a grip around your shin bone, hamstring, or again, working for the big toe and kicking forward. Now you can stay right here, or if you want, you can play with me into a pistol squat. Left hand reaches out to the side, bend into the knee, get your hinge forward, balance onto that left foot. Nice. We're gonna push up in 3, hopefully. 2 and 1, push it up. All the way back up to standing. Take it out to the side. Hold that for 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Release the toe. Keep the leg there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Oh my God, guys, the doorbell. Lean into the right foot. Leave me alone, whoever's at the door. Again, hamstring, shin bone, or big toe. Give it a little bit of a kick. Now pause and stay right here with me, or get your balance and let's go into our pistols. Slow and steady for me is the only way I can do this shit, okay? To get back up, you want to curl, contract, inhale, exhale, push. Ooh. Now take it out to the side. Hold, 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 breathe. Back to center, let the toe go. 5-second hold, use that quad. 3, 2, and 1, take it down. Nice. You guys, you did that. Forward fold, get out of there. Let's walk it forward, high plank position. And then back into downward facing dog. Now listen, we're gonna go into those bigger power transitions, okay? So stay with me. Stick with yourself. You got it. Right leg lifts up. Open up the hip, bend into the knee. Keep the openness, glide it forward, tap the knee onto the tricep. Option here, bend your elbows like you're working in a chaturanga. If you need it, lower the left knee down. Push it back up, lift the right leg up to the sky. Knee to nose, big step through low lunge. High crescent we go, soften the left knee. Open up into your warrior two, reverse warrior. Nice, let's work into Skandasana at the back of our mat. Yes, look at you go. Okay, take an inhale here. With your exhale, let's move back to the front of our mat with or without hands. And into a low lunge. Heel toe your right foot wider to the outsides of your hands. I want you to get that extra little bit of opening. Now, I'm going to start to introduce a shape called Brahmastrassana. I'm going to lower my left knee to the ground to show you this first one. External rotation, okay? My right arm is going to try to work to the inside of my leg here, and I'm like framing my right heel. Left hand finds the outside edge of my right foot, and I'm going to pick it up. Maybe I feel confident enough to kick it towards the front. Yeah? If you're curious in trying that full variation, all the same mechanics here, except I'm on my foot. Cool. Visram, bam. Last 3, 2, and 1. Foot comes back down to the ground. Make sure that it's centered. Lean forward, standing splits. Nice. Now listen up. Let's lower this left foot to the ground, but I want you to flex it and keep it next to the right. I like to use my blocks for this one because it's very hard. We're going to lift it out to the side as much as we can and back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now listen up. We're going to make a circle. Take it back up into standing splits, all the way around and down. You want to do that one more time? Maybe 2 more? Let's do 2 more. Sweep it back. You're like, I would like to do it minus 1 time. Back, up, and around. I don't know if you follow I Am Stevana on Instagram, but she made me do this the other day in her class. Halfway lift, lengthen. Fold and plant, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Nice, everyone. Let's do the other side. Left leg lifts. Again, open up the hip. Nice. Now glide it forward. Tap the knee towards the tricep. Bend the elbows to 90. Option to have the knee on the ground. Good. Lift it back up. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Big step through, low lunge. Rise into your high crescent. Warrior 2, open up your hip. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, Skandasana, over to the right. Toes point up. I'm activating into this right leg. I'm almost thinking if I'm pushing into that right knee. Think about the butt squeezing. Yeah. Maybe you grab it and slap it for good measure. Take an inhale. With or without the use of your hands, push yourself to the front of your space into a lunge. Work that wide position here. All right, Brahmastrassana Round Two. I'm going to again go with the knee on the ground to start. Spinning the leg. I want to snuggle my shoulder to the inside. I'm framing the heel. Pick it up, grab it with my right foot, and take it above. If you're like, Tracy, it doesn't go above my head, don't worry about it. Your full variation with that Visram. Kick and push. 5, 4, 3, 2, woo, and 1. Take it down. It landed pretty square for me. Let's move it forwards. Lifting up the back leg into your standing splits. Now let's lower this right foot down, but I want it to hover right next to the left. So I'm flexing and I'm kind of lifting my hip. We're going to go out to the side again using your abductors. This is how you get that outer muscle butt. You'll thank me later. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Now we did those 3 circles, okay? Take it back, out, and around. Take it back, out, and around. This is one of our last bits, y'all. Nice. Foot to the earth, halfway lift. Chaturanga, high to mid. Upward facing dog. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Place your knees on the ground, your knees onto the ground and kneel. I'm going to show you a transition I would like to try to move into our final parts of this class. It's going to be a split leg hop into our standing split, okay? Maybe you catch it in a handstand and float it down. We're just offering up the things, okay? I can see all your faces, even though I can't see all your faces. So right leg lifts, right? This is the foot that wants to get to the top of my mat. Left heel lifts, bends, hop, switch, catch. Yeah? Left leg lowers, and we pivot to our wide fold. That's it. You want to try it? Do it, do it, do it. Good, try it out. The hop is scary. I nailed it on that one, okay? It's a rare one for me. So we're all in our wide-legged fold here. Now, if there's things you want to play with in your wide fold, I want to encourage you to do them. There's a lot of hand positions you can have, wrapping around your feet, your toes, or even reaching your fingertips between the legs. Maybe you're playing with headstand, maybe handstand. All those things are optional here. We've got 10 more seconds. Good work. Now let's meet, almost like we're in a halfway lift here. If you're like inverting, make your way back. And let's bring ourselves all the way up to standing. Good. Now let's bring our feet a little bit in. I'm not going for my widest here. And I want you to try to take your arms above your head. This is not going to be fun, friends, okay? I want you to feel your tailbone lengthen underneath you. Just like that. And we go all the way down. Woo. Squeeze your butt. Push yourself back up. Take it down. And back up. You've got 3 more. 2. Ooh, my ankles are tired. Last one. Make your way all the way down again and release your arms. Okay, now hands on the ground, lift your butt and pivot. And let's move to the back of our mat, and we'll do that same transition and finish off here. So we're in downward facing dog. Your left leg is gonna lift. Remember. Bend into the right knee, take your hop, switch. Try to catch it in your standing split, yeah? Lift, hop. Lower the right foot down. Again, pivot to your wide-legged fold. Or if you're a middle splitter, start to walk your feet out wider. We're going to spend 20 seconds here wherever you are. Last 10 seconds. Great. If you're in your middle split, I just want you to walk back to a straddle. If you're in your wide fold, here's a way for you to make yourself get down to the ground. Walk your feet forward. Okay, stay with me. Start to walk your hands back and move them into external rotation. Once they get towards the back of your mat, use your core and sit. Yes. Okay. Now we're going to open up these hips a little more. Bend into your knees for me. Give me your paddle hands and swoop those little paddle hands under where your knees are and then lengthen out the legs again. Cool. Now I want you to feel your hamstrings press into the tops of your hands, and I want you to back bend and lean forward. Now lift the chest up to the sky and try to open up through your legs. Flex through the feet, squeeze the back muscles together. Yes. And then take it back. Close up that gap a little bit. Bend into your right knee. And then squiggle the knee down to the ground. Yes, it's called squiggling. It's a very technical term. Invented by the squiggle doctors. All right. Now let's keep this knee down to the ground. And I want you to try to place the top of your foot onto the earth. Sometimes I like to move my calf meat out of my way. My heel is kind of hugging in close towards my butt cheeks right here, okay? Again, this is our last big piece. We're working into our compass pose, and then we're done because it's our last 8 minutes of class. Okay, so my left leg is also going to bend here. Now I like to collect it with my arms like this, almost like I'm holding a purse. And then see if you want to almost hook it over your arm like a backpack, yeah? I know we've been playing with these funky grips again. Right hand is going to find the outer edge of this left foot. Now for you, this could be your compass pose today. And if, again, this variation is just not doing it for you, take it into this bent position in front, okay? Now, the kick. Opening up the chest. Remember, this is very much so just like your Brahmastrassana. I like to really open up through my chest, leaning back into that leg. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back in. And release it down. Yeah, that was a lot of things you just did. So let's do the other side, okay? Lengthen out through your right leg. It's almost like you're in your Skandasana, but with your butt on the ground. And let's do our squiggles again. Just doing some little hip openers. Last two. Last one. Let's keep it on the ground and adjust the foot. If this is a no-go for your knee, then just find the like half Badakanasana position. Right leg is also going to bend, and we're going to try to scoop this up. This is your baby. Maybe it wants to pop up onto your shoulder like a little backpack. Left hand, top of foot. Right hand is your support on the ground. Any little amount here. Maybe it opens, opens, opens. You're like a flower. Yeah? Last two breaths. I know it's intense. Ooh. And let's take it all the way home. Undo this leg. Soles of the feet together. Take a little fold forwards here. Collect your breath. Nice work, everyone. Let's bring you back up. Knees together. Walk on your butt to turn towards a front of your mat. And let's roll ourselves all the way down onto our backs. Oh, that feels so good. Hold on to the right leg. Let your left leg go away from you any amount. Take it external. And then go crossbody all the way over to your left. Now try to make sure that your right shoulder is as close as it can be to the ground. And one more breath in. And breath out. Nice. Let's take it back to center. Switch legs. Left knee in. Holding on to the shin bone. Taking it external. And then across. Once more, remind yourself to try to keep the left shoulder onto the earth as best you can. I could stay here forever, but we'll do one more breath. And let's take it back to center. Let's lengthen your legs up to the sky. And I don't want them to be like perfectly straight. If anything, I want you to just kind of shake them out a little bit, loosen them up a little bit. And reach your arms up to the sky too. It's everybody's favorite dead bug. Oh my God, I bet you're doing the best dead bug right now. I just know you are. I just always like to feel all the blood rush back to my center. All right, now to take this just one little step further, friends, arms are going to come back down by your side body, pike, and lift the hips up, supporting your low back with your hands. Maybe the legs come above you, plow position. If the feet don't touch the ground, it's okay. I know this is and can be a lot for the back. Perhaps you bend the knees around your head and you wrap yourself up nice and tight here. Let yourself breathe into that throat lock. Let's bring ourselves all the way back down, nice and slow. And lengthen your arms to the front of your space. Hands in close by your side body, thumbs tuck underneath your butt cheeks, palms down, palms down. Fish pose, press into your forearms, lift the chest, and let the head fall back. I try to lead with my chin. Maybe I even want to open up my mouth, stick out my tongue a little. And then let's undo this shape. Taking your hands out from underneath you and spreading yourself into a wide X position, taking up space. Let this final piece of your practice be the most integral and most important part of all. Take your tongue away from the backs of your teeth. Take a deeper breath here. And follow that big breath with more breaths. Perhaps these breaths are making moving sound a little more enticing here. Gentle rocks side to side. I invite you to roll yourself off to one side. And push yourself all the way up to your seat. I am so proud of all of you for sticking with me through that class. That had some challenging things in it. I am incredibly proud of you. Thank you all for trusting me. Thank you for being here. And I hope I get to see you again this week. Nice job. Hmm. I love you, Annalisa. Aw. Thank you, SP Band 60541. Let's see. Ashley had a bit of a non-painful hip popping through the wider leg spread down dog. Yeah. So popping isn't really harmful unless like you are accompanied with some pain with it. My hips pop every day. So keep me in tune. If it acts up on you, then we'll think of something. Usually it's just like joints and things moving around. Oh, hi, Crystal. Ah, yeah, Shayla. Shayla, I want to know if you busted out those pistols, baby. Yes. First time pistols? What? Yeah, Ash, it's definitely the tendons jingling around in there. Yeah, my Papa Laka, Shaka Shaka, I'm always popping. Oh, thanks, Savannah. You're so welcome. Down for metal. I'm like, who's down for metal? I want to know who this person is. Is it Michael? This is like a murder mystery party. I don't know who the guests are. It's a mystery. Oh, thanks, Corinne. Yes, shoulder inversion. Are you talking about the shoulder, the forearm stand? Oh, awesome, Laura. Yes. Nice. 1.5. That's all I want. Even just having half of one makes me happy. Yeah, compass pose is really crazy, huh? It's like opening. It's like the ultimate hip opener for me. Yeah, we didn't get to Yogi Dandasana today, but maybe we'll try to work that next week since y'all are feeling a lot more open. That's my goal, is just create an army of open-hipped people. Yes, Sarah. Isn't that a weird one? It's like I'm getting drawn and quartered. Well, I'm so glad. It sounds like you guys had a lot of fun in there today. Yes, thanks, Ash. So let's see. There's no class on Wednesday. Normally I do Friday, right? But instead of doing a Friday night, I wanted to do a Saturday, my time afternoon class, because I now have so many people in here that are tuning in from Europe. And when I do night classes, they're not able to take it because it's like in the middle of the night for them. So this Saturday, wow, which is going to be May 1st, by the way, we're going to do a power flow. So this was like our intro to power flow. We're going to take it a little bit further. We're going to build off of this flow today. And my future husband Kamara is going to be with me, and we're going to like collab on some things for it. So it's going to be really fun. It's at the same time as this class. So 12:30 p.m. Eastern time, 9:30 a.m. Pacific. And if you're in Paris, I think it's 5:30 p.m. or UK. Or is that the same? Central Eastern Standard Time. I'll post about it. Y'all know me. I'm just a little slow sometimes. Yee, Lexi, open as fuck. You girls open like a drive-through. Come through. Also, starting next Monday, we're going to turn this class into like a power flow. So my plan is to keep working these power flows on Mondays, and I'm going to pre-record beginners and basics things. So like yin classes, restorative classes, intro to stretching, intro things. So I think that'll be really fun. Oh, happy early birthday, Ashley. Are you a Taurus? Is it now like Taurus season? Or is that still cusping with Aries? I think that might be Taurus season. I love me some stubborn bulls. Yeah, you're all so welcome. Well, do something sweet for yourself. Drink some water, eat some food, make a smoothie or something. I ate a smoothie right before this, so I think I'm going to go for a walk now. I think that would be really nice. But I adore you all. I can't wait to see you maybe again this week or definitely next Monday. Same time, same place, same channel. So if you have any questions you didn't get to ask, reach out to me. And I will talk to y'all again soon. Thanks for coming. I love you. Besitas. Bisous. I can't think of it in any other words. All right, y'all. See ya.